exceL versus Hyperion. For a little context, Hyperion is the team that was previously no org, no problem, and in this game they were against exceL. Now the draft really showed a story of two playstyles. The hyper late game with Nasus and Kog'Maw versus the early power spikes for Hyperion. Early aggression from exceL is matched equally, causing an early game clash to become a 1-for-1 trade.
As I say that though, it's going to be the Camille who gets caught up and first blood traded out.
The next gank from Taxa was swept aside by Hyperion, as exceL managed to net himself a double kill in the middle.
As we say that though, it's going to be Taxa going in. He takes the turret shot though, and he has no flash. He's going to go down at exceL, picking himself up his third kill.
The back and forth skirmishes continued, as this time it was exceL who bit off more than he could chew.
exceL, who is going to get a little bit of a re-engage going in, pops the Grey Hell, puts down the Ignite, and here comes Taxa on the backside of that along with the Talia. They're going to have to be forced to use the stopwatch on the side of exceL.
After a messy early game, Hyperion make a nice clean 4-man bot play and close up the gold gap that exceL had accrued.
As well, but there's Dan as well. He's gonna get the stun. Double kill for the Ezreal, and Hyperion are coming out.
Sendo doesn't really care about Hyperion's plans though. He's taking matters into his own hands.
Why? Ah, bomb. Oh, he's still alive. Never mind. He's dead now, and now it's Dual who comes in to help take out that red buff, and Sendo, he's just feeling good right now.
exceL's lineup was really starting to come online later on into the game. Most specifically, Venza's
They're going to jump in on top of EU Twisted, and now it's actually going to be a full 5-on-5 fight as Israel gets obliterated immediately. Camille's the next one to fall down. Mistlegun comes into the fight a little bit late, but Venza is shredding on top of this team. He's going to be able to take
Sendo's backdoor pressure on Nasus started to become too much for his opponents as his team set up around Baron, but the team fight didn't quite go as smoothly as planned.
One more bop should do it, and that is just going to be Sendo saying, send one, send all. I will take everybody on. It's just becoming a ridiculous problem right now. And as I say that, here we go. Here's the fight to end it all, as it's going to be Kog'Maw flashing forward with Cromel, just trying to get one, trying to get two, nearly able to get three. And they're going to be able to jump straight on top of EU Twisted as actually takes on one, maybe able to take on two. Not quite. No, not able to take him out, unfortunately.
When all was said and done, the late game for exceL was far too strong for Hyperion, and eventually the Nasus-Kog combo is able to force the victory.
Will not fall, does get devoured at the very last second. Kog'Maw's not even in this fight. He's pushing up the mid lane. They're gonna force summoners. They're gonna be able to take more and more off of this team as the rest of exceL just dominate this game. It was a little bit shaky in the early game, but they made it work in the end. And that's going to be a clean win after 15 minutes, if we want to call it that, for the side of exceL over Hyperion.